ramen, or like the Japanese call it, ramen. And this one I'm going to prepare with Wagyu steak, the best steak or piece of meat in the world. This one is rated A5 and it's Japanese, imported from Japan. So if I can cook it, so can you. So gonna wear. Let's create. So here are my ingredients. I'm going to need some meat in, and I have about 2 tablespoons, maybe a tablespoon and a half to 2 tablespoons. Low sodium soy sauce. I have about 2 to 2.5 tablespoons. I have some seaweed, the ones that you buy for snacks. I have some green onions, which I chop. I have a ground ginger, which I peel and I cut in tiny pieces, very thin. Salt, if needed. That's for taste. I had the noodles. I went with the wheat variety. Instead of rice, I went with wheat. I got a couple of cups of bone broth. You can use water, but I went with the bone broth. If I need a little bit more, I will add it. You can turn it up a few drops of oil. 2 eggs. And these eggs I prepare, you have to prepare them about 2 hours before, maybe overnight. And they're going to look like this. This is my ramen eggs. So this is going to turn into this. And no worry, I'm going to show you how to do it very briefly in this video. And of course, you're going to need a meat. In my case, I'm going with the Wagyu steak. I have a little piece here. This is about 1/5 of a pound that I have left. And I'm not going to, see how small it is, fit in this cup. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to cook it. And by the way, 1/5 of a pound of a Wagyu is about 40-something bucks in my estimate. So, but so little, so I might as well use it for my ramen. That's pretty much it. Eggs, light soy sauce, but you can use regular soy sauce, and mirin. In an already boiling pot of water, add the eggs. I let them boil from somewhere between 5 minutes and 45 seconds and 6 minutes, no more than 6 minutes. Remove the eggs and transfer them to chilled water so they stop cooking. So the heat stops and they start cooking. And the chilled water is pretty much water with ice, or you can run it through the faucet at cold water. And now you start peeling these babies. Transfer eggs to a Ziploc bag. Add the sauce, soy sauce. Add the mirin. Mix it up. Close the bag. Put in the refrigerator for somewhere between 2 hours to maybe up to 3 or 4 days. So this is my Wagyu steak. The little piece I have, I cut it into, trim it into 4 small pieces. Cast iron, medium high. No oil, no salt, no nothing. And you're going to cook this for a few seconds. Literally put it in, put it aside and let it rest. So in a pot, high heat or medium high, whichever you prefer, you're going to start cooking the noodles. Let's check on the noodles and move them around a little bit so they start, open it up. They're ready. So what you're going to do, you're going to take them out of this water and put them aside. in a container. have your pot heating up at medium high. First thing you're going to do is you're going to add a few drops of oil of your choose, whatever type of oil you want. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my ginger. And if you want to add garlic, you can do that. We're going to cook them for a few seconds. And I'm going to add the mirin, M-I-R-I-N, and the soy sauce. Get the juices flowing, After a few seconds, I'm going to add my bone broth. If you don't have that, just add water. But I'm going with the bone broth. And what you're doing is you're creating your broth. Keep this going at medium high because you want it to, to boil a little bit. And you want the flavors to mix. How long you going to cook this? It depends. For my case, because I'm not adding anything else, I'm keeping it simple. It's not going to take long. In your case, if you have mushrooms or something like that, clearly it's going to take a little bit longer because you want your mushrooms cooked. One thing you have to do, though, you have to give it a taste. If you feel that it's salt, add a little bit, or to your taste, And let this boil for a little bit. Boil it first a little bit, and then you reduce the heat. You want it hot. And now it's time to put this ramen together. Look at the egg. Look how beautiful that egg is. I cut it in half. See how nice. Got my broth, the noodles, and the other ingredients. And now it's time to put it together. And of course, I have my Wagyu ready to.